Have you ever pondered how something as ordinary as avoiding a few daily exercises could silently chip away at one of the most personal and powerful aspects of your well-being? For countless men over the age of 60, changes in sexual performance begin without warning. Erections become weaker, harder to maintain, or slower to appear. It's tempting to blame age or declining hormones, but the truth is more subtle and more fixable. A lack of consistent movement, especially after 60, can severely impair circulation, the very foundation of a healthy erection. Skipping just a few key exercises doesn't merely affect your muscles or stamina. It directly compromises blood flow to the penis, slowly eroding your ability to feel confident, connected, and alive in moments of intimacy. This isn't speculation, it's medical fact. As a urologist, I've seen the consequences of inactivity up close, but I've also seen what happens when men reclaim control. The body is resilient. When given the right conditions, it responds quickly and powerfully. But before we explore the 3 essential exercises that can restore circulation and vitality, it's critical to understand what's actually causing erectile function to decline in the first place. 1. Causes of erectile dysfunction decline. As men enter their 60s and beyond, it's common to experience changes in sexual performance, but these changes are often misunderstood. The decline in erectile function is not just a matter of aging, it's the result of multiple overlapping biological and physiological factors that quietly build up over time. The first and most significant is reduced blood circulation. As blood vessels age, they naturally lose elasticity, making it harder for blood to flow freely throughout the body, especially to the penis. This reduced flow limits the body's ability to fill the erectile tissue, leading to weaker or shorter-lasting erections. Another contributing factor is the gradual decrease in testosterone production. This essential hormone plays a central role in libido, stamina, and overall sexual function. After the age of 30, testosterone levels typically decline by about 1% per year. By the time a man reaches 60, that reduction becomes noticeable, affecting not just sexual desire but also energy, mood, and performance. The brain also undergoes changes. The neurological response to sexual stimuli can become slower, and the signals sent from the brain to the body may not trigger physical arousal as effectively. Compounding these issues are common age-related conditions like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes, all of which damage the blood vessels and further restrict blood flow to the penis. While these causes are real and measurable, they are not irreversible. The body is remarkably adaptable even later in life, especially when given the right conditions to repair and thrive. And that brings us to one of the most overlooked but most powerful contributors to erectile dysfunction: the everyday habits that silently destroy blood flow to your penis. 2. Habits that harm blood flow to the penis. Many men over 60 unknowingly engage in daily habits that quietly damage the very system responsible for healthy erections, their circulation. The problem doesn't begin with a single event. It creeps in slowly, through repeated choices that restrict blood flow and weaken the body's ability to perform. One of the most damaging habits is a sedentary lifestyle. Sitting for long periods without regular movement reduces cardiovascular efficiency, weakens blood vessel walls, and limits the delivery of oxygen-rich blood to the pelvic region. Over time, this lack of physical activity contributes directly to erectile dysfunction. Diet is another silent saboteur. Frequent consumption of fried foods, processed meals, and excess sugar leads to the buildup of fatty plaques in the arteries. These blockages reduce the flexibility of the vessels and lower nitric oxide levels, an essential molecule that helps blood vessels relax and expand during arousal. When nitric oxide production drops, achieving a firm erection becomes significantly more difficult. Smoking and heavy alcohol consumption further worsen the situation. Smoking damages the lining of the blood vessels, while excessive alcohol interferes with nerve signals and hormone balance. Both reduce sensitivity and the body's natural response to sexual stimuli. Add chronic stress and poor sleep into the mix, and you have a perfect storm of biological resistance to healthy circulation. These harmful habits not only weaken erections, they also increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, and loss of vitality. But here's the good news. There are specific, proven exercises that can help restore circulation, strengthen the pelvic region, and transform your performance. And if you're over 60, these 3 exercises are not optional. They're essential. Let's take a closer look at them now. Now let's dive into the very first exercise, and it's one of the most important steps you can take. This isn't just a workout move, it's a powerful shift toward reclaiming your strength, your confidence, and your vitality. 1. Daily walking, 30 minutes minimum. Walking may seem simple, but after the age of 60, it becomes one of the most powerful tools you have to protect and restore your sexual health. For men dealing with weakened erections or reduced intimacy, the solution might not lie in a pill, but in your next step. When you walk regularly, especially at a steady pace for at least 30 minutes a day, you're not just moving your legs, you're activating your entire circulatory system. Walking stimulates your heart, keeps your arteries clear, and ensures that blood reaches all corners of your body, including the small vessels that supply the penis. These vessels are incredibly sensitive to blockages, making them the first to suffer when circulation weakens. When blood flow is compromised, the erectile tissue in the penis, the corpora cavernosa, cannot fill fully or quickly. This leads to softer, shorter-lasting erections. But walking helps combat this by increasing the production of nitric oxide, a critical molecule that allows blood vessels to expand and relax. With more nitric oxide, blood can flow freely, and that means stronger, more reliable erections. In fact, multiple studies have shown that regular walking significantly lowers the risk of erectile dysfunction, particularly in men over 60. Beyond the biological benefits, walking reduces stress, improves mood, and supports hormone balance. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is a known suppressor of testosterone and nitric oxide. But walking outdoors, especially in the morning light, has been shown to lower cortisol levels and boost natural energy, all of which directly enhance sexual performance. It also improves insulin sensitivity, cardiovascular endurance, and supports better sleep, 3 factors that heavily influence your overall vitality and libido. You don't need to power walk or jog. A comfortable, consistent pace is enough to create profound results. The key is to do it daily. Make it a ritual. Treat it as essential as any medication or supplement. Whether it's a stroll around your neighborhood, a brisk walk in the park, or laps inside your home during winter, every step counts. And if you've been inactive for a while, start small. 10 minutes, then 15, and gradually work your way to 30 minutes or more. Your body will thank you, your energy will rise, and your confidence will follow. But while walking improves circulation throughout your body, it's not the only type of movement your erections depend on. There's another category of exercise that targets strength, hormone production, and pelvic blood flow even more directly, and it's one most men overlook. Let's take a closer look at it next. 2. Strength training, especially compound lower body movements. While walking builds circulation and endurance, strength training, particularly exercises that target the lower body, plays an equally vital role in protecting erectile health after 60. As men age, a gradual loss of muscle mass occurs, known as sarcopenia. This natural decline doesn't just affect appearance or mobility, it also disrupts hormone production, weakens the pelvic region, and directly impacts sexual performance. Strength training is one of the most effective ways to counteract this process and revitalize your body from the inside out. When you engage in compound lower body movements like squats, lunges, or deadlifts, you activate multiple large muscle groups simultaneously. This not only strengthens your legs and core, but also triggers a cascade of hormonal benefits. These types of exercises naturally stimulate the production of testosterone and growth hormone, both of which are essential for libido, energy, and erection quality. Stronger muscles also enhance blood flow efficiency throughout the body, including the arteries that supply the pelvic region and penis. One of the lesser-known advantages of strength training is its effect on insulin sensitivity and inflammation. High insulin resistance and chronic inflammation can impair blood vessel function and reduce nitric oxide availability, leading to sluggish circulation. But consistent strength workouts help reduce visceral fat, balance blood sugar, and improve metabolic health, all of which support stronger, longer-lasting erections. Additionally, strengthening your lower body improves posture, core control, and pelvic alignment. These factors may seem unrelated to sexual performance at first, but they directly influence the pressure and stability needed during arousal and intercourse. A weak foundation often translates to poor pelvic engagement and diminished performance. Conversely, a strong lower body and core give you the strength, control, and confidence to fully engage during intimate moments. You don't need to lift heavy weights or perform advanced movements to gain these benefits. Bodyweight squats, step-ups, resistance bands, or light dumbbell exercises done with consistency can yield remarkable results. The goal isn't to become a bodybuilder, but to create a resilient, hormone-healthy, well-circulated body that supports your vitality. 2 to 3 strength sessions per week, even at moderate intensity, can transform how you feel, move, and perform. But strength alone isn't enough. To maximize blood flow and achieve full control over your erections, there's one more area you absolutely cannot ignore: your pelvic floor. It's often overlooked, yet it's the hidden powerhouse behind firmness, control, and confidence. In the next section, we'll reveal how a few minutes a day of one simple practice can dramatically change your performance. 3. Kegel exercises for men, pelvic floor strengthening. When most people hear the word Kegels, they immediately think of women. But the truth is, men benefit from pelvic floor training just as much, if not more, especially after the age of 60. Kegel exercises, which involve strengthening the muscles that support the bladder, bowel, and penis, are a powerful yet often overlooked tool for improving erection quality, controlling ejaculation, and restoring confidence in the bedroom. The pelvic floor muscles play a crucial role in achieving and maintaining a firm erection. These are the same muscles you contract when trying to stop the flow of urine midstream. As men age, these muscles can weaken, leading to issues like urinary leakage, premature ejaculation, and reduced erectile firmness. By consistently training them, you can regain control, increase pressure during arousal, and improve the intensity and duration of your erections. Kegels are simple, discreet, and require no equipment. You can do them while sitting, lying down, or even standing. The key is proper technique. Contract the muscles as if stopping urination, hold for 3 to 5 seconds, then relax. Repeat for 10 to 15 repetitions and aim for 3 sets a day. With consistent practice, most men begin noticing a difference within a few weeks: better rigidity, more control, and greater confidence. Beyond sexual performance, a strong pelvic floor also improves prostate health, bladder function, and core stability. It enhances blood flow to the region and helps sustain pressure in the penile chambers during arousal, which is essential for lasting performance. Unlike other muscle groups, these muscles can be activated frequently throughout the day without fatigue, making them one of the most efficient ways to support your sexual health. Ignoring your pelvic floor is like building a house on a weak foundation. It limits your potential and increases your risk of collapse. But strengthening it can unlock a level of performance and control that many men haven't felt in years. Now that you understand the power of walking, strength training, and pelvic floor exercise, the next question is, how do you put it all into action? Let's take a look at what you can start doing today to take back control of your performance and confidence. 4. What you can do, starting today. You don't need to wait for a prescription or a medical emergency to take control of your sexual health. The changes start with your next choice, your next walk, your next meal, your next breath. Every man over 60 has the power to make small shifts that create lasting results. And the beauty of it is that you don't have to overhaul your life overnight. You simply need to begin. Start with walking. Commit to 30 minutes a day, even if that means breaking it into 3 10-minute sessions. Make it part of your routine, like brushing your teeth. Add in strength training twice a week. This could be bodyweight squats, step-ups, or light resistance bands. You're not trying to build muscle for vanity, you're building it for vitality, circulation, and hormonal balance. Then integrate Kegel exercises into your day. Do them while watching TV, sitting in traffic, or lying in bed. Over time, you'll feel the difference in how your body responds and how much control you regain. Alongside movement, don't forget the fundamentals. Drink water throughout the day. Aim for quality sleep. Manage stress through deep breathing or light meditation, and nourish your body with foods that support blood flow. Leafy greens, healthy fats, berries, and omega-3 rich fish. These habits, repeated daily, will begin to reshape not only your erections but your energy, mood, and confidence. The most important thing you can do is start. Don't wait for the perfect time or the right moment. Your body is still capable, still strong, and still responsive if you give it the chance. Because what you begin today could completely transform how you show up tomorrow, in your health, your relationships, and your sense of self. Conclusion: this is about more than erections. By now, you've seen the truth. Erectile decline after 60 isn't just about aging, it's about blood flow, movement, and daily choices. Yes, the body changes with time, but that doesn't mean strength, vitality, or intimacy are lost. In fact, for many men, their later years become the most empowered and connected chapter of their lives, because they choose to take responsibility for their health instead of surrendering to decline. Ignoring circulation is one of the most dangerous mistakes you can make as you age. Blood is life. It nourishes your heart, your brain, your muscles, and your erections. When blood flow is restricted, every part of you suffers. But when it's restored, your body responds in ways that remind you of your younger years. Your mind feels sharper, your energy rises, your confidence returns, and most importantly, your relationships deepen with your partner, with your body, and with yourself. The 3 exercises we've discussed, walking, strength training, and pelvic floor work, are not extreme. They don't require expensive equipment or hours in the gym. What they require is commitment, a decision, a willingness to reclaim what's rightfully yours, control over your health, your performance, and your future. These exercises do more than just improve sexual function. They lower your risk of heart disease, stabilize your weight, reduce blood pressure, support hormone levels, and protect your independence. They are the foundation of longevity, not just in years lived, but in quality of life. Too many men wait until something breaks to take action. Don't be one of them. Don't wait for a crisis to realize what could have been prevented. You deserve more than just surviving your later years. You deserve to thrive in them. You deserve to feel strong in your body, clear in your mind, and confident in your ability to connect, love, and enjoy life fully. This is not about chasing youth. It's about honoring yourself enough to take care of the vessel that carries you forward. Whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, your best years are not behind you. They're waiting for you to take the first step, literally and figuratively. So walk, lift, breathe, strengthen, begin now. Because every day you wait is a day you lose momentum, but every day you act is a day you take back control. Your health, your intimacy, your identity, they're not gone. They're waiting just beneath the surface, ready to return. All you have to do is move. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.